ready for what has been 90 years in the making. We have had the same branding since 1924, and now we are going to hear from immediate past District Governor Denis McCord. Please give him a very warm welcome.
Welcome everyone to this overview of the rebranding of Toastmasters International. It affects all of us. You may ask why. How do you sell Toastmasters? Just go back to your clubs. What do you use as promotional material? Yesterday or today you may have been asked, what do you do at Toastmasters? Do you do public speaking? Or is it more than that? Can you answer the question in 2 minutes? I purchased bulldog clips yesterday, and the lady asked me what I was here in Tauranga for, and I told her why. And he said, well, I suppose you just talk. Well, I took up the initiative and said, no, we've got a impromptu speech contest today, and tomorrow we've got a humour speech contest. And we led on. If you want any more, look at the website. The rebranding, as MC mentioned, the first club was established in 1924. The only thing that's changed is the emblem, the old logo, with the T and the world, and that's been changed over the years. In 2008, it's just a brief bit of history, and then I'll go through what we have available for us to use. History in 2008, the international board was realising that Toastmasters was being marketed in different ways around the country, around the world. There was mixed messages. Who knows a well-known brand? Coca-Cola. What's the one with the tick? Was it that way?
Just do it.
Just do it. Now, what do we recognise with that? What's behind that brand?
Shoes.
Shoes. What's the big M? Food. What's behind the Toastmasters logo? Sorry? I think it's people, that's not right. But the idea, anyways, the mixed messages internationally, and the board undertook a survey and research. One of the things that came through was Toastmasters delivers a number of things, a number of benefits. Public speaking is one, chairing meetings, parliamentary procedure. The benefits need to be promoted more. But there's mixed messages on how we do it. And Toastmasters recognise that there's no consistency in our brand worldwide. And I'll show you a couple of examples in a few minutes. Also, how many of your clubs design your own promotion material? Now, in my year as District Governor, I felt I wanted a consistency of what we're promoting, and I did not sign off some approvals for requests in terms of the promotion material came through. One, there's too much material on this A4 sheet. Another one was, there's mixed messages. One was promoting Toastmasters up to the point. It was also promoting something else. And I said, well, that's not Toastmasters. Here, go back and redesign it. And they came back and we signed it off. But Toastmasters are looking at how can we save the effort that's put in by clubs and by the districts around the world. One thing I want to emphasise is that we're not changing the program. And also, the characteristics of the club are not being changed either. It's what represents Toastmasters, the branding, what sits underneath. As an example, said, oh, one club I know have got a big photograph saying who they are. I said, yes, fine. On your website, you'll put in the standard website logo, the new logo and so on, but underneath you can have your photographs. And in the clubs, you're not changing your characteristics of the club, delivering the program. It's the bottom line, delivering the program. That illustrates the structure of Toastmasters. We've got the board at the top, and we've got the districts. A, B, C. And what happens underneath that? The district, we have the division and the clubs. Now, through research, oh, there's the clubs one, And there's what came through research. There's some districts there you have no idea that you're dealing with a Toastmasters International. And also inconsistency down from the district into the clubs. Now I know in Wellington, for instance, and I imagine the same in Auckland too, there are some business cards, and there's inconsistency of the big business cards from club to club. Now some of them are great promotional work, but there's no consistency of, hey, we belong to an organisation. We belong to an organisation that's internationally known, and we run as an international organisation. We're an administrative arm, well the district is an administrative arm of Toastmasters International. As members we belong through our clubs, and it's the clubs that hold the charter from Toastmasters International. Wrong messages there. So the impact of the brand, we've got a new logo, and there's an example there, and there's an example of, well, the banner is consistent for the district as well as the clubs, and I know some clubs have already put an order in for the new banner. But what came through, the symbol can be used, and note the colours. It's consistent in colours. We've got what type of colours need to be used, are required to be used, and I'll come on to that in a few minutes. The idea behind this is to increase our awareness on the universal stage. People can move from club to club, or visitors can come in and realising, hey, they're going to club A, they can go to club B, and realising, hey, it's the same program being delivered, and be recognised. And I've looked at consistency of how we promote Toastmasters within New Zealand in my year, and before that was in marketing. And I realised that some material was not enough available. I'm very pleased to see from Toastmasters International the material that has come through. One of the things that came through was we got communication, but what's coming out as leaders? Now I know there's a bit of thoughts about where leaders are made, you know, the new logo that's come in. But every walk of life, in the family, in the community, at work, where are the leaders? They're there. And this is taking an approach of someone who is considering, they're surrounded by leaders, where do I find them? Where can I take on that path? Well, most of you will be, how many is not a delegate? Well, who's not on a club committee at the moment? There's a few. Some of you may have been on a club committee. When you joined Toastmasters, did you think you'd be on a club committee? No. How many came in for communication and realised that moving on to leadership they can do a lot more, gain the confidence? One of the things, we've been around since 1924, and one of the things we need to establish is credibility, because a lot of competition within the communication market, leadership, training and so on. And one of the research said, hey, we've been around since 1924. Let's establish our credentials. We've been delivering communication and leadership skills since 1924. It's a known product, but I believe why we do it so well is that it's in here. We came in for a reason. You've got a goal. Remember what Kerry said this morning? You've got a goal, but you need to pursue it. How well you're prepared to pursue it. And we get knockbacks in evaluations and, we haven't gone as well as we thought with Toastmasters. But through the support of the clubs and the network we've got, you come back and deliver and establish that next goal. You look at the Toastmasters magazine, who reads the front page? The second page, under the editorial, well, page 3 now, you'll now find there's a statement about our credibility. We're establishing the Toastmasters magazine that, hey, we've been around since 1924 delivering this program. And if you want to have a quick read of it sometime, just remind yourself, there's a few clues in there what we do. That's available for the public, because I know these are handed out to visitors and left in where they left. Who leaves a Toastmasters magazine somewhere? Whereabouts?